What's going on, everyone? Daniel here. Welcome to my Blacklist Season 4, Episode 2 spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. So we begin this week's episode of the Blacklist with Liz and her father on the plane that he ended up forcing her into. She brings the plane down into the water. She shoots the pilot, and they're there and they're sinking. Now, Red and Tom are on this jet, and Red visits Nico in surgery. He needs to find out where Mato is. Mato is the guy who has Agnes, Liz's baby. So Liz saves her father from drowning. Tom arrives, not Tom arrives. Tom is there with Red, and Nico doesn't want to give up anything about Mato because that's his boy. Not boy as in son, but that's his boy. So Tom ends up torturing Nico and basically leaves him for dead, and he's going to die. So the boat arrives where Liz and her father is at, and Constantine ends up shooting the captain, not killing him. I thought he actually killed him, but he ends up, wounding him in the shoulder. Now they're on this plane, so once they go to this docks or wherever they go, whoever picks them up, they're on this plane, and they FaceTime Agnes. So Liz ends up seeing her baby, who's really cute. It's like, oh, look at the baby's just all like smushed up, and so cute. Her baby is really cute, though. It's a really cute baby. So Tom ends up capturing Mato, and Red gets information from him. It was like a little mini chase down going on. So long story short, hey Mato, where is your buyer? Ends up shooting him, which he said that he was going to put Mato in. I think Mato ended up. He gave him the information, but Red said he was going to put him in a cement box and all that. Even though Mato gave him the advice, I really think that they should have put him in a cement box. I think that would have been a little more interesting there. So Liz is at her house, or her new home, her old home, and her name is Masha. Rosa, Mashka, Clash. No WWE reference right there. So the time capsule is buried outside, and she goes over there and she's like, oh, when I was little, my mom and me buried a bunch of things in the ground. I wonder which we're going to find in this little jar here. So she goes and opens the jar, and it says Mommy and Liz's or Masha's bucket. So they open it, and a bunch of red dildos fall out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing for that one. Imagine if she just finds in the ground, like, what? This is not where we buried our stuff here. I'm sorry, okay? Jeez. So, anyway, she remembers a bunch of things about her mom. So FBI arrives, and Constantine ends up escaping. She's reunited with Tom, and Red kills Kate. I think her name's Kate. She's the bitch that looks like she's from The Incredibles. So she ends up, I'm happy because Red ends up shooting her, and then at the end she clenches her fist, and in the promos we see next week that Kate is still alive. Now on to the pros and cons. So I'm going to say this every single week because it is a true fact. Face the facts. James Spader as Red is fantastic. Of course, last week he was fearless, decapitating people, shooting people. He's doing the same thing here because he really wants to find Liz, and you feel that he really wants to help Liz out. And even sees her at the end. Once Liz and Tom are reunited, he's outside and he gets a glimpse of her. She sees him, and I don't think she's very happy with Red at the moment, maybe, so he ends up driving off. Nothing wrong with this image. We just have Red walking into a hospital surgery room, and he literally has everyone stop the surgery. He's doing jokes about, I think that's I don't know, it's a fancy word, but I'm just going to say donut. I think that's a donut in his belly right there. What the hell is that? And the thing is the whole torture and the whole Nico aspect to it. Tom coming in, putting the baby photo. Those are more of the interesting scenes out of this episode. Now, obviously, when Liz and her father are in the middle of the ocean and they're hanging onto the plane, you can tell it's green screen behind them. They either film this in a studio somewhere in a swimming pool, or they film this somewhere off the coast in a lot where the ocean is. So that's what I'm saying. The effects in here weren't that bad. The CGI, even the plane going down, wasn't horrible effects either. They were good effects. Probably the most amazing and disappointing thing out of this whole episode was when Red killed Kate, or whatever her name is, the girl with the glasses and the little old... That one. I was happy. Red shot her. Boom. She's over with. Yes, she's out of the show. My answers have been prayered. And then all of a sudden, she clenches her fist, and I'm like, you just split my pros and cons in half. Red shooting her as a pro. That was great. An acre of eternal peace, or peace. He's gonna give her eternal peace, man. I thought he was gonna like let her live, and this is your land now. You get to live here. But Red doesn't work that way. Red ended up shooting her dead. Apparently, he missed. Out of all the people Red's killed and shot with a gun, Red misses this shot. The irony in that. It's also very interesting to see Liz in her old home and revealing her name was Masha. Masha. Like, I guess she's Russian and her mom was Russian. I guess her dad's like, so the whole background there, and how did she get from A to B? How did she get to this sort of, this area here? Let me tell you a few things that I didn't like about this episode, like Kate still being alive. Wow, Nico, you died for nothing. Tell me where Mato is, or else I'm gonna have to torture you and kill you. Nico, you didn't have to die, because you want to protect your friend Mato, right? Well, guess what? At the end of the episode, even without your knowledge or without your evidence, Mato still died. So you died for nothing, Nico. And definitely during the last 15 minutes of this episode, it really just got slow. The pacing just slow and boring. And help me get this through my skull. Constantine escaped. How? Is there a secret tunnel we don't know about? Because the FBI was raiding that place. They were shooting everywhere, and I'm assuming that FBI were behind the house as well. You're telling me that Constantine, like a 56-year-old man, started running and going into the woods, and you couldn't find him? You're the FBI. You can't find him? Also, I guess Mato died. I guess Red ended up killing him, and that was it. Like, he just told you the information, but yet you killed him, but yet you should have thrown him. You should have just... Why didn't you just torture him or do something more interesting than just regularly shooting him? I would have liked a little bit more of that. Overall, I thought this was a good episode. Wasn't great, wasn't amazing, had some slow moments, had a little confusing moments, obviously. Kate living, horrible choice. I'm gonna give this episode, The Blacklist, Season 4, Episode 2, a solid B. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me your thoughts down below. Share this review with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more awesome The Blacklist reviews weekly. Join the Big D Nation. The road to 500 has begun. Till next time, bye-bye.